Well, I just couldn't take it. So I'm just watching those broadleaf leaves grow, and there's just so many of them. As some people pointed out in the comments, it probably is hairy bittercress. This one's probably going to last all winter, and then I'm going to have to spray it in the spring. And so I was just like, I really didn't want to have to spray the new grass, but I just couldn't take it. Anyway, so I did spray it with triclopyr or triclopyr. The brand I was using is Weed Be Gone. So it said to use an ounce for every 200 square feet. I've got about 1,200 square feet. I just remeasured it. I thought it was about 1,000 or under 1,000, but it's actually a little more. So I used a little under 6 ounces. And then I also put in just a half dose of my soluble nitrogen fertilizer from Ryan Knorr, just because this is probably the last. It's actually kind of late to be doing any kind of fertilizer. Because I've been putting starter fertilizer on it, 2 light applications, just granular stuff. And the weather just this last week is turning cooler, so now we're getting, we're kind of in the 40s to 60s range now. So I know the grass is going to be slowing down, and if I put anything granular or a heavy fertilizer on it, it's not even going to utilize that. That stuff's just going to go down in the soil or get washed away or something. But this was a very light dose. It was a half dose even of the soluble, which is a light dose itself, and it's foliar, so it's going to get right on those leaves, and hopefully I'll just get one last boost. Maybe help the grass, I don't know, maybe it'll counteract having the triclopyr on it. I don't know. And then I also use a surfactant. What is my surfactant I use? It's just called surfactant. I just got it on Amazon. I was also glad I did that when I did, because it rained before. Now it's raining again. It's been kind of a wet fall, so yeah, kind of glad I got that in when I had a little bit of a dry spell for it to fall on those weeds and stay there. Today is day 3. It's Tuesday. I sprayed the triclopyr on Sunday night, late Sunday night. And we are seeing some wilting in some of these areas that I went over this area 2 or 3 times. I mean, I dosed this whole area correctly, 6 ounces for about 1,300 square feet. But I put it in 2 gallons, and I can do about 2 coats quickly with 2 gallons. Here's some nutsedge. So not let that get a footholding. Make sure you get the whole root and you take nutsedge out. Don't leave the bulbs in. So hopefully this wilting and deadness continues. I don't see much of an effect on the grass itself. So that's a good sign too. So it seems to be doing a good job being broadleaf, or at least dicot specific. All right, let's do a 1-week setup. So a week ago, I sprayed this stuff, and we're definitely seeing some improvement here. Also, by the way, I have a new phone. This is the Pixel 8 Pro. So we can compare with the older Pixel 6 Pro that I had in the previous video clips. So here's an area that I've been tracking, definitely seeing some good wilt there. I suspect it's going to take a number of weeks for this to really show the effects, but it does look like it is affecting the weeds, and that's the main thing that I want to show. By the way, one of the features of this phone is the incredible macro ability on this, macro focusing. That is pretty crazy. I wonder if I can do it at 1 power. Here we go. Yeah, wow. I can really focus really close. Anyway, also there's some good sound editing abilities with this thing. So anyway, I don't know if you're here for a tech review, but I also wanted to check this. Couple other weed patches. A little bit of bleaching here, but not. I would say there's widespread wilt. Yeah. Here's a nice thick patch. I am glad I did spray it. Oh, it was bothering me so much. There were so many weeds, so this is encouraging. At least it's going to be stunted. It's not going to be going like full bore. And then here's the grass. Grass is doing all right too. It's looking, I'd say it looks like a teenager grass now. Whatever that means. Oh, it looks so terrible though when I hold it up like this. Yeah. So, all right. So, yeah, we're full into fall here. Leaves are starting to fall off. I've got to keep this. I want to keep this area kind of not overloaded with leaves, just so it doesn't get smothered. This comes from a sycamore tree above here, so we're trying to keep that free. But yeah, yeah. So I guess two things. One is that I am glad that I did the spraying, and two is that it does seem to be having an effect. So those are the two. I don't regret doing it, and it is showing signs of being helpful. So can't ask for more than that, I don't think.